Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to do a medal experiment. So the first time ever, we're going to split 3 games into one here and show comparisons of the medals, how unfair getting higher in the leaderboards and stronger kings have, to get medals. So here, this is the YouTube Let's Play. All these games have not been online for at least 16 hours, most likely a little bit longer. We were actually able to win the Silver League with the lower level account. So here we go. We'll take a look at the king here. We're going to look at just the random opponents to get a good idea, and we'll go look at a couple of the top 10 to see the maximum. So you can see level 34, very low level king. He's 1,000 trophies. So we'll take a look at the random opponents here. We'll do about 20 spends. So this is number 1. So we're seeing roughly 100. We're gonna go now cut to another game, and I'll be right back. So actually, I forgot, we're gonna go take a look at the top 10 here. So going over to the leaderboards, we'll notice top 10 players. They're giving 581 medals. Of course, you're not gonna be able to beat them. 581. We'll do down to the top 4. 581. And this one 581. So it seems like 581 is the absolute maximum medals. So now we'll go ahead and take a look at a couple in the favorite lists. So these guys are a little bit higher. 174. 192. So we can actually store up quite a few opponents that are higher, and if they're just 200 or so trophies ahead of us. I'm gonna go here and look for an opponent that is a little bit higher. Here's a 1900. And you can see 315 medals. So now we're going to go over to the next account, take a look at the medals that they're getting. So again, this is 1,000 trophy roughly account, very low level. So again, we're back here with our second account. This one is roughly around 2,400 trophies. You can see it's been offline for some time. This is King J-Dub, level 59, 2,100 trophies. This account doesn't get played very much, and you'll notice right off the bat, we have 337 medals. Insane amount, a very good amount of loot as well. Don't have any gold, so I have to go grab some gold from our taverns. So we'll go ahead and see if this is the norm. So that you can see he's 300 or so medals ahead of us. 226, very, very high. 290, 279. We haven't seen a base under 200 medals yet. You can see 371 medals. This is 257, 268. So we go 323. So these are insane medal amounts. Like, literally insane. It's almost 2 times larger than what you saw in the other accounts. I mean, we don't see anything under 100 here. A lot of things over 300. You can see this is how the league records are actually being created. A lot of people in this trophy range, 2,000, 1,500, we don't know exactly where it cuts off, but these guys are getting huge amounts of medals. even for simple bases that aren't going to be very difficult. So we'll go take a look at the top 10. On the other account, we were able to get 581, I believe. So again, same 581. 581. So it looks like it's going to be exactly the same. But for some reason that is unknown right now, the middle tier players are showing an extreme amount of medals. And it actually doesn't affect the low level players as we just saw, because those medals are pretty normal. You know, you had some 50s, had some 30s, had 100, had 200, some there. But we weren't seeing this insane amount of medals like we are here. Every one is practically 300. So very rarely you see a 174 like that. I think that's the lowest one we've actually pulled up. So now we're going to go and take a look at some of the favorites in here. I don't know if we have anything. So we see we're 2100. We'll go see the Dynamo, 238. Ghost, who's 300 or so trophies ahead of us. 334. Go all the way up to like 3,000. So he could potentially get 500 medals from someone that is 3,000 trophies. So I mean, he's 1,000 trophies away. We'll go check like 2,800. Again, 2,800. So this one is only about 600 trophies away, and he can get 528 medals from that person. We'll go down to 2,400, 337, 2,500, 334. So we don't have anything else comparatively. You can see this is a fairly simple base. It's 351 medals, 2,700 trophy range. As you can see, the medals are just insane for these types of players. We will do one last check, and this is with my main account, which is around 3,400, so bear with me just a second. So this is my main account, and it's being really laggy. Apologize, I haven't been on this for a while. I accidentally clicked off the battle history, but you can see we are rank 70 or level 74. Stat wise of the king. Trophies 3478. And this is where things get really interesting. One medal for the very first random opponent, so that's kind of ridiculous. 55 medals. 0 medals. We actually found one that's 233. This is a very odd occurrence. This is a rare thing here, guys. Typically do not see over 200 medals. So now they're all staying steadily. Again, here's a very rare one, and you can see this person is 3775, so a good chunk of trophies higher, 300 or so trophies higher. And 300 trophies higher in this level of the leaderboards means he has fairly high towers, probably close to max level on those guys. So this base is going to be very hard to beat. Whereas in the last accounts, it's like 300 was the norm. You'll see, so not as many low-ish ones anymore. Again, here's another very nice one. Not as common as the lower levels, though, by any means. And again, this will be a lot tougher. This is a 3,600. So again, these towers are going to be very high level. And you do, like I said, you do see 40, 0, 25, 50. Those are quite common, actually. And here's a run of low ones. And you can see these guys are actually all higher than me too in the leaderboards. Those guys were 35, 36. This one is right around me, 33. So this is what the higher level players are talking about, and it actually gets worse from what I understand as you push forward. So if I were at, say, 3,700 trophies, these medals would be lower, and it'd be a lot harder to find anything that was 200 or so. We'll go take a look at the top 10. You can see we're rank 146. So there's not much room for growth up in the leaderboards. So the #1 player in the world is giving only 298 medals, and this is by no means an easy base to get through. This base will cost, say, maybe 4 to 6 scrolls to potentially get through, and even then you may not get through with using 4 to 6 scrolls. And all the other accounts actually were getting 581 medals for attacking them. Sure, they are a lot lower level and a lot weaker, but you can see here, so max 280 for the second player in the world. Again, same thing, you will not be able to beat these players without using any scrolls. Here's a really, really high one. This is actually the highest one we've seen so far, 443. Again, you will not be able to beat him. He's ranked #3 in the world. And so we do know that he is actually level 120 on his king. So 322. So you can see there, those are the medal discrepancies between games and between ranks. We're not sure exactly what is causing the big issue in the middle. We would like to see more trophies and more medals in the higher ranking, because as you can see here, I'm down to the Silver League, and I haven't played it all, like I said, for the last 12, 16 hours or so, something like that. And for us to get up into the top 3, that's going to take at least, bare minimum, 4 raids, and those 4 raids would have to be 100%. Most likely you're only going to get around 100, 150 for actually winning those raids. And you can see we're already 6 hours into the leaderboard. So if we were to attack Schubert's here for 55 medals, the video is lagging a little bit, so we would have to attack him like 20 times to get into the top of the leaderboards. It's ridiculous. So if we attack this next person, same thing. And there's a chance that we can't even beat him. These 3,451 trophies, and at this stage of the game, even beating someone that's close to your level is a challenge. It's not an easy walk in the park. If you make a mistake or summon out the wrong troops or don't bring the right troops, you're not going to win. You're not going to get 100%. So you're not going to get all 83 of these medals. You're going to get like 50 or 60 of these medals. A lot of the times when you go into actual battles and say you do find someone here, like this guy, Johnny 5, good amount of loot, good amount of medals, decent amount of trophies. You go in and you attack him, and there's a good chance that you're not going to be able to beat him anymore. With the upgraded of the castle gates, with the amount of towers that he has, depending on how upgraded they are, and just how imbalanced the offense is right now against the defense. So hopefully Flare Games can take a look at this and see what's going on with the mid-level kings and see why the medals are dramatically higher there. I know us players in the 3000s would appreciate that, and definitely like either some more medals or a more balanced system where we can actually be competitive in those tournaments again. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please do leave your comments down below. Let me know what else you guys are seeing